unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
What's up, baby? It's a good Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday as Daryl, and we out here just celebrating life. And I just wanted to address two situations out here as I celebrate. You know, for my fans, I wanted to tell you guys that I love you guys so much. Thank you for the love and support that you've given me, and what I keep on receiving each and every time. Still to this day. You know what I mean? It's very much received, and I appreciate you. One of the top things that's been brought to me is when I'm fighting again, and I promise you guys I'll be back very soon. It's just sometimes the business of boxing, you know, sometimes has to run its course and let it do what it do. But I'll be back very soon. And another thing I wanted to address with a fight that everyone is looking forward to and hope it happens. And you know, I'm doing everything in my power to make it happen, and I'm referring to it as the Anthony Joshua fight. So Anthony, you're hearing it from my mouth here personally, you know, from the horse's mouth himself. Hey, I'm here, I'm ready to go. I heard some things about what your promoter said that my last fight only lasted a short period of time, that I ain't fought in a year, and he don't know if I want to fight or not. But I'm letting you know right now, right here, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to get in that ring, man. Let's make this the best time of our lives. This would be a major disaster if we would never be able to get in the ring and put our stamp down in history, bro. You know what I mean? When people would think about classic and great fights, I want them to think about us as well, you know, and being able to do that, we got to get in the ring, you know, and that's just what it's all about. You know, the silliest thing I've heard is people saying that you're not ready, and that's the silliest thing, because I don't believe that. I believe you're ready. I hope you're ready. I think you're ready. Let's make this happen, bro. Me and you, make the history happen. I'm looking forward to seeing your response, bro. I'll talk to you soon. Love, peace, and God bless.
Oh my God. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. To this day, Deontay Wilder calls out Anthony Joshua. He sends him a very sincere message. Let's make this history happen. Oh my God, we need to make the fight. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. We Unpack, coming to you live. So the very first clip you've seen at the beginning was Deontay Wilder. He had a message to Anthony Joshua. Now I want to talk about what he said in the caption as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. It says, Saturday's message is today's letter. My bad. It says, Dear Anthony Joshua, brother, the time is now. I don't understand the process of fighting so many others before me. And maybe it's none of my business to understand, but understand you must overcome your fears. Fear will allow many to miss out on displaying their true greatness. Look, mate, do what you got to do, but help me keep my word to my fans that in 2024 is going to be electrifying. It's about time to get this party back started. Don't you agree? Wishing you many blessings and peace. So it was a respectful and very mature call out from Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Like, he didn't go for the jugular. I mean, he said a couple things like, you got to conquer your fears and, you know, what's up. A lot of people, you know, people are saying, the craziest thing I'm hearing people say is, you're not ready. I think you're ready. I hope you're ready. You should be ready. You know, he says stuff like that, but overall it was respectful. I think he's just, you know, at a mature spot in his career. He's a boxer. He has a business and a brand, and he wants that fight. And this is the fight everybody wanted to see. Now, I really blame Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. I'm not even Eddie Hearns. I'm not even going to hold you, because when Joshua was considered the man, he was the unified heavyweight champion, he was undefeated, he had options to fight Deontay Wilder. He was like, give me 50 mil, I'll take the fight tomorrow. And then Wilder and Al Heyman offered him 50 mil to come to the States and, you know, do a big Vegas fight. And then it was something else. And they're like, hey, you just took one snippet of what I said and then you got mad. I'm like, no, you said 50 mil, you would fight him. And then when it came down to it, you declined his offer. You also sent him lowball offers. And like, really, this is years old. I covered these things in real time. You guys can check the videos on my channel. The records don't lie. I made videos about this in real time. Fast forward to the future, Wilder, I feel bad because he's a menace to society like O-Dog. And what do I mean? He's the type of person that you don't fight unless you have to fight or unless he has something. And now that he lost to Tyson Fury and lost his WBC champion belt, you see it's back to the drawing board like when Wilder was coming up. And a lot of guys look at it, it don't really make sense for them in their mind to take the risk to fight Wilder. When he was a WBC champion, you heard people like Dillian White, and Dillian White was like, oh, I've been waiting 800 days, 1,000 days, and all this stuff. Because again, he had the belt, he was a champion. So you would look dumb trying not to fight a champion. But now that he doesn't have a belt, you see it's getting harder and harder for Deontay Wilder to land a big fight. Andy Ruiz says he would fight him, and then they negotiated, and then Wilder said Ruiz wanted too much money, which sounds about right, you know, if you look at all what was said and whatnot. The other thing that was kind of shaky about with Andy Ruiz is he was supposed to fight Wilder, and people thought, you know, the negotiations would pull through and they would fight each other. But then in the more recent interview, or actually not an interview, it was a video that Andy Ruiz posted on his Instagram. Andy Ruiz said he wants to take a tune-up and then he would fight Wilder. But why do you need a tune-up if you just said you were down to fight Wilder straight away and you were in negotiations with him? You know, why the tune-up? And this is going to be Wilder's problem. In fact, many guys, for different reasons throughout boxing, this is the problem they face. Jerron Boots Ennis, you know, Shakur Stevenson, for different reasons. Because like Jerron Ennis is like stylistically, he has like physicality. But for Shakur Stevenson, he's just a hard fighter to beat. So you're going to keep running into these problems because if you're a masterclass boxer or you have a lot of power, people don't feel these fights are worth it unless they're going to get buku bucks or at least a shot at a title. And sometimes that's not even enough. They could be champions, you know, like Guillermo Rigondeaux still can't get no work. And I feel like, unfortunately, Wilder's in that kind of predicament. People know how dangerous he is as a fighter, and he just spells trouble because like anybody who fights Wilder until otherwise proven, because they say the power is the last thing to go. So anybody who fights Deontay Wilder has to realize and understand your life is literally in danger. Now, you could say that for any fight. Anybody that laces him up, technically, you're risking your life. But with Wilder, it's even more so. It's amplified. It's more inherent danger because he has that crazy power in both hands. So when you look at it, guys aren't going to be chomping at the bit. Like, name somebody who's calling out Wilder right now that he's not a champion. So I understand Wilder pushing for the Joshua fight. Really, the fight should have happened when they were both champions and they both had belts. That would have made the most sense because then the fight would have been for undisputed. Now they've both taken losses. Neither guy is a champion. We've seen Joshua take several losses to different people, like Andy Ruiz, and then 2 losses to a smaller Usyk who moved up in weight. We've seen Wilder lose 2 times to Tyson Fury, the same guy. But all in all, the fight, the DNA of the fight has shifted because the guys are no longer champions and they're no longer undefeated. Yet and still, it's still a great fight. I'll really be anxious to see how Joshua responds, but to be honest, I'm not expecting much of a response because I don't think Joshua and Eddie Hearn really truly wanted to fight Wilder or to make that fight from the beginning. And Joshua, he's had a bit of mental frailty, in my opinion, in terms of, I don't know, it's hard to put my finger on it, but you listen to certain interviews and it just seems like he lacks confidence. Like he hired a sports psychologist, not into the world, but you got to listen to the quotes. He was saying like he don't know if he has it and he thinks about losing, just weird stuff like that. Now, more recently, Joshua went to some kind of darkness retreat. You guys got to look it up. But he's a multimillionaire and he paid like £4,000 or £5,000 to stay in some kind of cabin or dark room with no lights so he can be alone with his thoughts. Like, boy, if you don't what? You went to a dark room and paid all this money to go to a dark room. You could have just stayed at home and then just cut off all the lights. Why'd you pay money for that? You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. So I think Wilder is mentally stronger, and I think he comes from a place that forces you to grow older and mature faster, being from a deep South state, things like that. And probably his experiences in the US, different things like that, as opposed to Joshua. So I don't really know that Joshua truly wants his fight. That's just my honest opinion. And it's been that way. And Joshua, he just does weird things that I'm not convinced that he wants to fight. Keep switching trainers. Now, there was a rumor that he switched trainers from Derek James, but I've heard through other sources that that's not true. But he still switched trainers from Rob McCracken to Robert Garcia to Derek James, and then he's training somewhat with Ben Davison. Just weird decisions. Like he's a little bit all over the place. And to me, that's harder to gauge a person like that who's constantly switching and changing and things like that. I don't know if Joshua knows exactly who he is as a fighter, and that's kind of weird given his age, 30-something years old, and he's still like figuring stuff out. And post-fight, after he beat Robert Helenius, that fight was tough. Like he was arguably losing some of them rounds with Robert Helenius. This is a guy that Wilder knocked out in one round, and Joshua got bloodied up and a bit busted up for him by Helenius after Wilder knocked him out in the first round, mind you. And this was Joshua's last fight. I don't think Joshua looked sensational. So to go from that to a Wilder, I mean, good luck. The way he performed versus Helenius, I don't see that being a winning formula to beat Deontay Wilder. Even Tyson Fury says that Joshua can't beat Wilder, and Wilder will decimate all the other top heavyweights outside of himself. So from the darkness retreats to Joshua's behavior after the Helenius fight, they asked him specifically, what does he want next? He want to fight Wilder and stuff like that. And he hopped out the ring and said, I'm tired of carrying the heavyweights on my back. And then he ran around and he was drinking beer and getting blood in the beer from Conor McGregor. Just weird stuff. Don't let you take it. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Joshua, will he respond? As of me recording this video, he has not. We'll see if he responds to Wilder. Very clear call out. We unpack. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready. with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description, customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.